John?
Al, the emotion, like, we know you're up 3-0. Everybody expected this. But when that final buzzer sounds, you really kind of, like, let out. You had the big smile on your face. You let out that emotion. What was that moment like you're going back to the finals?
Man, John, it was just overwhelming, just a lot of joy. Very grateful to be in this position, and just glory to the Lord. Looking at my teammates, looking at everybody, my son and my wife there, my dad, found them over in the crowd, and just a lot. That was just a grinded out type of game. It was a hard game. A lot of credit to the Pacers. Just a team that just did not quit. Their fight is unbelievable. They didn't make excuses. They continued to play, and they pushed us. They pushed us to the edge.
What are your thoughts on Jaylen getting the recognition of that East Finals MVP award and his performance throughout the series?
Yeah, I think it's great. Jaylen deserves it. Has really been playing so well this year. You can see the improvement in his game, his growth, and this is something that we're all celebrating with him, and it's very well deserved.
Jaylen has wanted to be known as a defender, as a playmaker, more than being a scorer. How have you seen him kind of define his game and his career by more than scoring? And how did that final minute with that big play kind of epitomize his growth?
Yeah, that summarized it there. Just a big time play. But to your point and his point, it's he's impacting the game not only on offense but on defense, and he's doing it at a very high level. And we ask a lot of him. I mean, tonight, he started out guarding Nembhard, and then he switched up to Siakam, and then he was probably on Turner. He was on different people, just, all over. And that versatility is what makes us so tough as a team, I think, because we have multiple guys that can do that, and Jaylen does it at a very high level.
Al, 1 year ago today, D. White gets the tip in against Miami. You guys have one more game to play after that. Tonight he gets the 3. You guys have no more games to play. What's the difference in the emotions between those two nights?
Man, that Miami one was, kind of surreal at that moment, at that time, and very overwhelming. And with this one, it just felt so good. D. White is the type of player that he's made for those type moments. I feel like he really relishes that, and it was a great play, and he just finished it. And for us, obviously we're just we're not satisfied, and we're enjoying this one tonight. But we different than last year. I feel like our mindset is very clear. We understand what we need to do. We need to finish this.
Yeah, Al, you just kind of mentioned, but just how different is this experience from 2 years ago? What did you maybe learn from that first finals run that you could kind of apply?
I think the first final was very, very challenging. If you look at our route, that first round series against Brooklyn, it was a hard-fought series, even though that we swept them. And then 7-game series against Milwaukee, the champs, took them to the limit, and then right away 7-game series against Miami. Literally 2-3 days off, having to play Golden State in the finals. So it was a lot for our group. It was very overwhelming. And, I felt like we were trying to catch on the whole time there. And now, we've put ourselves in a position in the regular season to have home court advantage, to be in this position. And with these series, we're taking advantage of the opportunities and playing them out the right way. So, I feel like we're, more mature, obviously, and we're in a better place.
Al, you logged 40 minutes twice in this series. As you embark on another finals run, how do you balance the mental side, the experiences you've gained with that physical toll?
It's I'm just grateful to be in this position, and the summertime, getting prepared, really working hard in the weight room, on the court in Atlanta, doing my individual workouts. And really getting after it on the court, in the weight room, conditioning, all the things building up for this. And then once I get to the preseason in Boston, it's the same thing, continuing to do that, continuing to be consistent. And throughout the year, it's the same way. So I feel like I've prepared my body and myself to be in this position. And even though it is hard, but this is something that, that I welcome. I welcome this feeling.
Al, speaking of that, you guys have checked a lot of boxes, as you mentioned, along the way here. I think you're 12-2 now in the postseason, 7-0 on the road, somewhere around there, and then you're 3-0 in series clinching games. What does all that lead to now in your mind, getting your mindset ready for Game 1 of the NBA Finals with what you're trying to do as a group?
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's been good for us, but ultimately, when we start the finals, we started back up again, and we understand that it's a new challenge. It's a different situation, and I'm just excited to be in this position, have this opportunity.
Al, you averaged nearly 35 minutes, 13 points, and 8 rebounds in this series. You've really taken on a huge load since Kristaps went down. What's been your mindset and just pairing that with your preparation to be able to step up when needed even more in his absence?
Just continuing to do anything I can to impact winning. That's always been my focus, and trying to help the team in different ways, defensively, offensively. If I have to, shoot the ball because that's what's called of me, that's what I'm going to do. If I have to pass it, like tonight, I felt like I had to distribute a little more and make sure that I got the ball in other guys' hands. And for me, it's whatever it takes. I really just want to win, and we have a group that it's that way as well, and it just makes everything so easy for us.